Hi, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to look at a common technical support question which is received by users of the Chromperfect chromatography data system. Chromperfect can produce several different file types at the end of every analysis. These include reports in PDF format, graphic files, as well as a number of data file formats. Occasionally, users report that these files do not appear as expected. In this short video, we're going to explain this issue, provide an explanation and a fix, and cover some good working practices to avoid future problems. We will be using Chromperfect version 8 and Windows 11. Please check your operating manual for your specific version in case the functionality is not identical. Let's get started. We can create or review method files in the File Editor program, which is opened by clicking on the Files button on the main menu. If we open a method file and select the Processing tab, we can see that the software relies on an external calibration file. The method also contains options to instruct Chromperfect to create various different file formats at the end of the analysis. You can see in this example we are producing ASCII area files, Excel area files, bound data files, plot PNG files, XML data files, and AIA files. Under normal operating circumstances, at the end of data acquisition, the data will be processed and a raw data file will be created in our chosen data directory. In the same directory, any additional files will also be created for each of the options selected within the method. Auxiliary files will be created with the same file name as the raw data, but with a corresponding extension. So if our raw file is named abc.raw, then we will also create abc.bnd, abc.pdf, etc. Another supporting file which can be called to produce additional auxiliary files is a formatted report. These format files are also listed within the method and have the extension FMT. If we quickly open a random format file and switch to the Miscellaneous Options tab, automatic processing will also create a PDF, a text, or Z file, as well as an XML file. Now let's open our data acquisition by clicking the Run button on the main menu and perform a series of test analysis. You can see here I have created a directory with the following path shown on screen now. So let's download our method and collect the data. We are collecting a blank run which is speeded up for demonstration purposes. At the end of the analysis, a program called Traffic will start in the Windows taskbar. Its icon looks like a traffic stoplight. Traffic can be opened to review the progress as the data is processed. Quickly double-click on the stoplight icon as it appears after the run. As the process continues, text appears in the yellow box indicating which files have been produced. As you will see, only the raw file was processed, and if we jump to our directory, we can confirm that only the raw file is present. So what went wrong? In setting up this test, I purposely misnamed the calibration and report file within their respective file dialog boxes inside the method. In both examples, I entered a file name which did not exist on disk. So we must correct this within our method. If we try to open either the calibration or report format, an error message appears detailing the absence of the files. Because of this, when Chromperfect Traffic attempts to process the data, it does not have access to the calibration file or the report format to create the additional files. This can be a common problem if somebody accidentally deletes or moves files to a new directory. Of course, the fix is very straightforward, and we just need to select the calibration and report files we looked at previously, which include the options to produce auxiliary files. Using either the pull-down recent file list or browsing for the directory, we will select the correct files. We can use the small open button to confirm the existence of these files and open them up in their own window. If you ever experience these issues, it is good practice to check that the files can be opened within the method. If you receive an error, you will need to select the correct files, as we have just discussed. Now we are confident we have files that contain the right information and can be found by Chromperfect. We can save our method. Let's go back and repeat our test to check that all the files are produced in the target directory. As before, we can open the Traffic program by double-clicking its icon quickly as it appears in the taskbar. As the processing continues, and as expected, the files associated with both the method and the report format are produced. Let's jump to our data directory just to confirm this. And there they are. Before we end this video, let's cover a point of good practice by setting up the profile editor to include search directories where our method and other supporting files will be included. Let's open the profile editor from its button on the main menu. If a search directory is included in the profile editor, the user no longer needs to enter the full path and can simply enter the file name. Chromperfect will search for it during the processing phase within the target search directory. Please note that by clicking the Insert button, multiple directories can be added and the system will check in all that are listed to find the files. Also note that search directories are user-specific. If you have Chromperfect security enabled and have multiple users, each user will have their own search directories which will need to be set up individually. You will know if security is enabled if you are asked for a username and password when you open the software. If this does not appear, Chromperfect is operating in single user mode. Let's do one final test. Now we have our search directories established. On screen now, I am changing our method file and removing the path for calibration and format files. Only the file name will remain with its extension. Of course, the software will still find the files if the path is present, but including search directories means that a file path is no longer essential. Now let's test that even without the associated path being included, Chromperfect will correctly process the data and create our auxiliary files. Again, at the end of the run, we're going to quickly click on the traffic icon when it appears. So by setting up search directories within the profile editor, we have successfully created all our files, even without the reference to the path within the method file. And here we have the files in our target directory. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching. If you have not already, please consider subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell icon to be updated when we release new videos. We would also appreciate if you could hit the like button so YouTube recommends this video to others.